As Kenya held its first ever pre-Global Disability Summit to take stocks of milestone aimed at galvanizing global efforts to address disability inclusion, concerns over the country's failure to achieve the constitutional requirement that at least 5% of members of the public in elective and appointive positions are persons with disabilities remain rife.
17 counties are not represented. Persons with disabilities are not represented in the county assemblies. We only have about 2 chief officers, no CEC with disability.
In a society where you have a lot of people, the elderly, the young, women, persons with disabilities, the marginalized, all that, if they are excluded from development of a country, then certainly you will not realize the best results.
Stakeholders expressing a need for Parliament to pass new laws to facilitate implementation of the provision.
Less than 1% of employees or appointees in public service of persons with disabilities against the requirement of at least 5% in law is what is the prevailing situation.
Alice Wanjiru, a Form 3 student, is among stakeholders who attended the summit, telling of stigma, discrimination and abuse those of her kind face each day.
Remember, I went to ask for a certain school and the principal said, wacha akuje kwanza. So when I went there, the principal was like, no, we can't take you because of your height. She thought that I would require so much, maybe a small bed, but that was not the case.
Start from the parents, how they're seeing, children with disabilities, seeing the teachers in school, seeing the policymakers. And if we have to overcome that exclusion, discrimination, or even, I think, the love to overprotect these children.
Hers was a moving experience of utter discrimination that found resonance among persons with disabilities attending the forum.
You might go somewhere and then they ask, sasa huyu atatusaidia na nini? It's like people are not aware of this dwarfism. They like to tell that it's a disease. Like when you go to the matatu, they like see your child, and when you sit, they say like songea mtu mkubwa kae.
But hope and resilience has been her greatest motivation.
I will step into the class and they will look at me like they are expecting me like to fear, and then they notice, this girl is not fearing. So they get like to respect you, and you get like, if it is participating, make sure you participate, because if you participate in the group, they will see like when it's like we're in the same level.
But even as persons with disabilities are entitled to reasonable access to all places, public transport and buildings still remain inaccessible.
The pre-summit on persons with disability that has been held today is in preparation for the Global Summit on Disability that will be held on the 24th of July 2018. And just like Alice, it is their hope that the summit will help in addressing some of the challenges that persons with disability face every day. Brenda Zeda Radido, Channel 1 News, Nairobi.